Hello, 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 and welcome to my little piece of real estate online. My name is Lydia. I'm the Fun Finance Queen, your money mentor online. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's always a pleasure to have you in my little room. Today, we're going to talk about ways in which you can change your financial future. How can you change your financial future? There's a saying that says, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect the same results, that is called insanity. How do you change from being in the same place that you are right now? It's about making different steps, taking different steps that should hopefully get you to a different place so you're not going around and around in circles. So, how do you change your financial trajectory? There are 7 steps by a gentleman by the name of Dave Ramsey, who I absolutely follow and I absolutely love his style. He talks about the 7 baby steps, and they are as follows. Now, remember, each of these steps I'm going to create a separate video for, so you don't have to try to memorize them. You don't have to try to know them all by yourself. But what I'm trying to create for you is a financial awareness and the need for you to be able to understand the fact that you can change your future financially. So, what are the 7 steps? I know you're excited to hear them. I'll tell you what they are. The first one is to save £1,000. Now, this gives you a quick win if you do it fast and if you find creative ways to do it. So, the normal way, of course, might be to actually just, find a few more extra hours in your job, but you have other creative options. Like you could rent out your car, or you could rent out your driveway. There's so many ways, but remember, these will be in the video that we're going to talk about next. The next step is to pay off all your debt. Now, we'll talk about this in another video. It's called the Debt Snowball. The method that you do this is it allows you to pay off all of your debt little by little by channeling the rest of that money that you've already paid to the next debt. It's a little bit complex to explain in short, but there is a complete video explaining how the debt snowball works. Step 3 is to save 3 to 6 months for an emergency fund. There's already a video on my channel on the emergency fund. I'll give you a pointer to that at the end of this video as well. But just remember, this is something that allows you to make sure that if anything happens where your income is lost or reduced, you get to a place where you should be able to go ahead and still be able to live until you find another job or get something else that will generate income for you. Step 4 is to invest a portion of your income towards retirement. So if you paid off all of your debt and you have a fully funded emergency fund, this will then allow you, so you could take that 15% from your income or that percentage and invest it towards your retirement, and that would help you get to a place where you may not have to work again when you make a choice to do so. So invest a portion of your income towards your retirement. That's the 4th step. The 5th step is to save for college if you have children. Now, many of us know that the cost of going to university is so expensive these days. It is crazy in the United States. It's definitely not cheap here in the UK. But the reality is, if our children have to go to school and take out student loans, it puts them in a place where at the very beginning of life, they're carrying a heavy financial load. So if we can help them towards doing that, if you are in the place to do that, it is a great thing to be able to do. If you're not there, definitely not something you should struggle for, but definitely something you could consider if you're in that place. Number 6 is to pay off your house. So imagine you have a fully funded emergency fund, you have paid off all your debt, you are investing towards retirement, you're also saving towards your kids' college. Now, if you can take some of that money or all of that money, particularly all the money you were paying towards your debt, and maybe if you funded your child's college or a portion of it, the next thing you could actually do is pay off your house. Now, this is a huge step. That's why it's all the way down at number 6 of 7 steps, okay? But it's something to consider. If your mortgage is £500 to £1,000 a month, imagine what you could do with £500 to £1,000 a month every single year that you don't have to pay to Mr. Mortgage, but you can actually pay to yourself and put in your investments. How cool would that be? That is something we can all strive for, because life without a mortgage, I'm sure, is pretty amazing. I'm definitely striving for this, and if you want to know more about this, please put comments in below. The last step is once you've paid off your house, then you are free to build wealth. How do you build wealth? You build it by investing, and you can also give. So that is the 7th step. And guys, these are all steps that will take place over years of time. So these are things that are worth aspiring to. Because if we don't aspire to them, we're going to be in that same place, doing the same thing, and expecting the same results. My hope is that this helps somebody. If you have any questions, could you please put them in the comments below? I always engage with my audience. I always want to hear what you have to say, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. But thank you so much for coming, and I'll catch you on the next one.